All right, it's Ron Goodall, FightHype.com. I'm joined by Lindolfo Delgado, who makes his ring return April 5th against Elvis Rodriguez, Saturday, April 5th, in the Palms Casino Resort in Las Vegas on ESPN. Um, First and foremost, how's everything been? How's training camp? Are you prepared for this fight?
Everything has been good, great. I've been doing a great training camp, and I'm so happy and I'm so motivated, and I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm just closing the camp these days as hard as I can, and I'm ready.
It feels like not too long ago. I remember watching you fight Omar Aguilar, and I was like, this fight is insane. But the one big thing that you were doing in that fight is that you were able to show that not only in fact you can fight, but you had boxing abilities. So, in this fight with Elvis, it's a huge step up on the resume. Are you looking to show a little bit of both, just like the Omar Aguilar fight?
Of course, that's what I need to do to show that a better fighter, and I need to I need to use my skills to win this fight and my power too. So I'm I'm ready.
All right. Sorry, my son just woke up from a nap. Come here, buddy. He just jumped over here. Sorry about that. Well, going into the fight with Elvis, right? You're the favorite. But it's not too much of a favorite. It's kind of like almost like a somewhat of a close pick 'em fight with you being the slight favorite. What do you think about Elvis? Do you feel like he's going to be the toughest opponent up to date professionally?
Hey, I've been facing a good opponents and a strong opponents, and I know Elvis is one of the top of them. But we need to see, and I know he's capable of doing good things, and he has so much power, and he's a great fighter. But we're gonna see.
You know, there was this moment in his career where recently he just got dropped in the first round by a right hook. You have a really good, not just a good left hook, a lead left hook, but you also have a good right hand. When you watch that fight with Elvis, was there certain things in that fight that you feel like you can capitalize, or is it kind of a fight where styles make fights and each case is different?
I know styles make fights, and each fight is different. Uh, because I don't fight the same to the to the all the fighters. I need to do things different, and and I know Elvis get hit and get dropped in the first round. I think so, and but he's always like dangerous with his hands, but he has power, and I'm just focused on what I'm gonna do.
You know, a win over Elvis, pretty much a lot of people will be saying you should be facing, if not, a world champion by maybe at the end of this year, if not the beginning of next year. Do you feel that beating Elvis, you should be able to go straight to a world champion, or do you feel like you need one more fight? Um,
I feel like I don't need more fights. I'm just ready, but first I'm gonna focus on this fight. But then, if everything goes well to the plan, I feel like I deserve uh, a chance for a title shot.
Prior to you getting to this high position in the division, you used to spar Mikey Garcia and Jose Ramirez, guys that, fought at 140, Jose Ramirez is, unified, almost became undisputed. So what did you learn in those sparring sessions with those type of guys, throughout your early career?
I learned a lot with most Mikey and Jose too. But I learned patience and do whatever you need to do in the time. O sea, not always you need to go full. Not always you need to throw so many punches. So you need to be intelligent and careful because everyone can get you, and you need to be to alert.
You know, with Jose, all right, I know that their styles, a little bit different. I know that Jose is aggressive. He likes to come forward and likes to fight. What was the experience like when you fought Jose?
It was a great experience. He has so much power and so much stamina, and it's a difficult sparring, been dealing with that guys, but you need to make adjustments and try to win every round.
Yeah. I mean, he's about to fight Devin Haney coming up, and a lot of people they see the fight in two different ways. They feel that because Jose's kind of lost, his last few fights or so, he's not the same Jose, and it's kind of like a fight to help Devin Haney. And some people feel because of the type of punishment he took from the fight with Ryan Garcia, that this is a really bad fight for Devin because of, Jose has a lot of power, he's relentless. Do you see the fight going either way? Is it more in favor of Jose or is it a closer fight than a lot of people might think?
I think Jose is gonna win the fight. Jose maybe lost that past fight because of the styles, and I now see Jose so motivated and strong as always, and I really don't think that David can handle it that power.
You think it's a mistake? Because I know style-wise, Barboza was able to box him very easy, and Devin's a great boxer. So maybe
Yes, David is a great boxer in the last fights he had, but with when Ryan he showed that he has no uh, power, and he's like soft here. So I think I feel like Jose is gonna beat Devin Haney.
awesome. Well, getting back to you, there's a lot of champions in this division. After Jose and Devin seemed to move up out of the weight class. There's Teofimo Lopez, there's Alberto Pollo, Richardson Hitchens. I mean, there's a lot of guys in there as world champions. I know you're looking at Elvis first and not looking past him, but is there a specific champion that you feel might give you the best showing or the best accolade or someone that interests you the most and why?
Teofimo, because I think he's a very good boxer, very
Mhm.
talented boxer, and winning Teofimo, maybe I can win all of that other guys.
Mhm.
So first Elvis, I'm gonna focus now, but I feel like Teofimo it will be a great fight.
Awesome. My last couple questions is I haven't got a chance to see it, but you're training out at Robert Garcia's new gym. What's the atmosphere like there? Like I see the cool red floor paint, it's next to the arcade, so I'm a gamer, I like playing games, so you can whip someone's ass and then go over and whip someone in the arcade right after and get some tickets. So what's the environment? How has it been training at this new facility for this camp?
I mean, it's great. It's very good looking gym.
Hmm.
I mean, it feels like the better gym I've. It's a good looking gym, and we as professional boxers, we just need a ring, some bags to hit, and I mean it's the same for us.
But do you feel like because he put the stars on the floors, right? He's pretty much saying he wants to put more world champions that worked in the
Yes,
gym. Is that a
yes,
place where you feel like your name's going to be at on the floor?
yes. Of course, I wanna be in some star. I wanna be world champion,
Mhm.
and I don't care of the stars on the floor, but I want a big world champion.
Awesome. And my last question is, um, I never got to spoke to you or asked you anything about when you worked with Virgil Ortiz. I know that He's now at 154, and he's a pretty big guy. And all you guys started at a point where there was all these other names, and now you guys are knocking that championship and contention, and eventually everyone's going to be screaming for you guys. But at that time when you and Virgil were just younger guys, hey buddy, what was that like when you guys got to work with each other?
Yeah, I remember where Virgil coming to the gym for the first time. He was 140. I was 140, and we do great sparrings because Virgil always come forward to beat everyone's, and it was a great sparring for me. I think we work a lot. Uh, the sparring always was, but then he started to move on to 147 and now 154. But when we do sparrings at 147, I really feel the difference. And but he always worked with me, and we work, and now that he is 154, we have never do sparring. I think so, but I know it will be a good work.
You think he's the best 154 fighter in that division? I know he doesn't have a belt, but just from seeing him grow.
Yes, he's a very great fighter, very skillful fighter, very hungry fighter, and he showed in his last fight with Madrimov. I mean, he was excellent. He was impressive. He made that fight look easy, and because Crawford is a great fighter, and Crawford was with Mavrimov like this all the fight, and Virgil come on and beat easily Madrimov, and that's great. Congratulations to Virgil, and I'm so happy for him.
I know I said last question, but I just have to ask this. Because Crawford and Madrimov fought really competitively, and some people had difference in opinions on who won that fight. With Virgil, since many people felt he won pretty dominantly, do you think it's fair to assume that Virgil would give Crawford a good fight? Or is that just tough to say because styles make fights as well?
No, of course, Virgil could beat Crawford, and uh, maybe when Crawford feel the power of Virgil and the hungry of Virgil, he's gonna be more like, I think, afraid. But I know I respect Crawford a lot. He's a great fighter. Uh, but Virgil is another thing.
Awesome. Well, look, I know if Elvis gets a good shot from you, he's going to feel your power in this exciting fight, April 5th on ESPN at the Palms Resort Casino in Las Vegas. What do you want to tell the fans out there that's going to be watching this co-feature of two top, 140 pounders fighting it out?
No, pues, thank you for the support to everyone who has been supporting me and supporting the great boxing fights. Uh, because I think this is the way. Make a good fights, a competitive fights, and I'm ready to show everyone everything that I've been working on. And thank you for the support.